vengeance? No, the pale moon cries for you! See you in hell, evil magistrate! The warrior's swords gleam in the glow of the moon. One has fallen. But who? Tune in next week for the next exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns!
Well, that was something. But Maya...
Wait, Nick. The theme song is the best part. When the moon is bright with a pale blue light and trouble is nearby, only one man fights for what is right, the Steel Samurai. And all heroes know when it's time to go and face their destined fate. For who should show but his deadly foe, the evil magistrate? The samurai will always fight for justice that is great. Princess Yuma, he made a future her dreams know. Captured by evil, save me! Go, go, go! Thank you. When the villains come and the innocents run, he enters all aglow. He fights alone to defend his home, he won't Tokyo. No reason break the magistrate and make it all turn great. So samurai shown, he's always known the villain's ultimate fate. He fights for truth and the bad guy can't escape. Please watch The Steel Samurai in a well-lit area as far back from the television set as possible. The Steel Samurai is brought to you by Global Studios. Fantasy is our business. And remember, kids, winners don't do drugs! So, isn't it the best show ever?
Well, it's no Signal Samurai.
Signal Samurai?
Yeah.
Or painfully old school, Nick.
Well, okay. Well, our client's name is Will Powers.
Only the greatest actor ever. I sure hope I can get this autograph. You know, this is even more exciting than Danny DeVito's cameo in episode 147 of The Steel Samurai Returns!
What's wrong?
Oh, he did it. Murder? At least once.
Maya!
But then again, the Steel Samurai is totally ripped, and this guy is so normal. Do you think they pat his costume? I mean,
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
You're disappointed. I know. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai, I decided I would never show my face to anyone in public. So much for that! I bet all the kids hate the Steel Samurai now.
Nick, he's a good guy. He didn't do it.
Oh, sudden change of heart? Mr. Powers, my name is Phoenix Wright. This is my co-counsel, Maya Fey. Your assistant asked that we take your case. Please tell us what happened.
Well, it was yesterday at 9 a.m. I joined the cast of Global Studios. We ran through some action sequences at 10 a.m. and then we took a break until around noon. When we got back, I took a nap until around 5 p.m. until our group rehearsal, and when I woke up, I hurried back over to the studio where I found the evil magistrate lying there, impaled by the samurai spear. They took off his mask and it was Jack!
Jack Hammer, the victim who plays the evil magistrate.
And the samurai spear?
It's the spear that the Steel Samurai uses in battle.
Right. Well, we'll probably want to go check out the scene of the murder.
Here, you'll want to take this with you. It's my card key for Global Studios. It will give you access to everything down there. Thank you so much for taking my case.
It's no problem. Well, Nick, you know what they say. One case closes, another opens.
I'm just glad that I had your sister as a mentor. And you as a partner. Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney. Fresh faced, but I know I can win. We've had quite an eventful journey, and one more's about to begin.
First, he defended his friend Harry.
That's Larry.
Then proved I was innocent too. Maya Fey, a medium in training. Now here to fight alongside you.
Here I am with 2 trials behind me. Here I stand ready to face a new day. And with each passing hour, I'm alive, I'm empowered. I feel like nothing can stand in my way. And we will gladly stand tall. And with you by my side, as my spiritual guide, I feel pride and I know I won't fall. Maybe now I'm a lawyer after all. Here I am. Come on, Maya, let's go solve that case.
For great justice!
Yeah, that.
Wow, Nick, can you believe it? Global Studios!
And who are you whippersnappers supposed to be?
Oh, we're lawyers. Here. Take that! Why doesn't that ever work?
You know, you're not nearly as impressive as that edgy poo.
I guess that means Miles Edgeworth is on the case.
Edgy poo. Oh, we're gonna have to remember that one.
Well, I'm Wendy Oldbag. It's my job to keep gawkers like you two out of here.
Gawkers.
Gawkers! Sightseers, tourists, rubberneckers. Yeah, I know the type. You heard about what happened to Hammer. Now you come here just to look and to laugh and to blow up balloons. Well, sorry to say I can't let you do that, gawkers. Something horrible.
Okay, how long is this gonna go?
Oh, you can think
A
of
long
it.
time, pal.
And look at it.
That's-
My job.
Hold it!
What did you say, whippersnapper?
Come on, lady, you gotta let me investigate. I'm Detective Gumshoe, reporting for duty to investigate this crime scene. Take that!
Could someone here please tell me what's going on?
I bet I could. A lot better than this lady, I'm sure.
Yesterday, bright and early, the employee break room. We were holding an action run through and power fell down with a boom. No, wait, come to think, I guess it was more of a crack. When Hammer knocked it down, well, the samurai spear went snap.
I'm the samurai spear.
The world keeps on changing. Of this, you can be sure. Props used to be made better and fatter as the way things were.
So, powers fell down, and the spear broke.
Of course, good Wendy Oldbag quick to make repairs. But power hurt his ankle too, but no one really cares.
Whoa there, hey there, slow down, pal. Why not let the police handle it now? Later that day around noon, the staff stopped to take a brief lunch break. I heard that they even had the fabled juicy T-bone steak.
Oh, they had steak?
Yeah, I bet it was delicious. Hey, wait, there's a serious business. There are lives at stake. Not that kind of steak. Anyway, at 2:15, the wind blew with such rap that it knocked Mr. Monkey's head into the path.
A monkey?
Mascot, it was just a snatch of years. You kids today need to learn how to communicate with your peers. I'm telling you, back in my day, everyone knew what we were trying to say. We never argued, always concurred. Yes, that was the way things were. And the way things were yesterday, that monkey wasn't clear until 4. I'm telling you, these kids today are lazier than ever before.
Yeah, darn kids.
Maya, you're a kid.
What?
The world keeps on changing. Of this you can be sure. Kids used to be raised better and better is the way things were.
So, why is the decapitated monkey important?
Well, pal, no one could get to Studio 2 until his huge head was cleared out of the way, see?
But the crime scene was at Studio 1. So tell me what happened there.
That's the
Meanwhile, dear old Hammer over in Studio 1 was caught up in a desperate battle against that power's fun. Hear this, you snotty face of the WP. If I'd been in the battle, it would turn out differently.
Whoa there, hey there, hold on a sec. It used to be civilians had some respect. The body in Studio 1 wasn't found until 5, you see. But our forensic team estimates the time of death to be about 2:30. The murder weapon, why no other than the samurai spear? Considering the evidence, the guilty one is clear.
How so?
To get into that studio, you must pass by the station. At that time, only one guy passed by that location, and we happen to know who it
Hey,
was.
what do you mean? Wait, I was the guard that was on duty.
You saw the real murderer?
Don't kids today have any manners? Interrupting during my line. I only said I was on duty, not that I stood there the whole time. It was only on film that he was caught, the one who didn't hammer. You know, he wants a pair of love-crossed stars.
The keyword there is word.
All right! Shaggy, I've had just about enough of you today. You're out of here.
Well, you're gonna have to catch me first.
Think you'll get away?
Probably not. Come on, let's go try and find Mr. Powers' dressing room.
employee lounge. And hey, they did have steak. And look, a ladder.
Step ladder. Second.
Well, what's the difference? You've got to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. This is Howard's dressing room.
Oh, hey, an empty bottle of sleeping pills. Mr. Powers did say he took a nap before rehearsal.
Don't call me a kid, evildoer!
But you are a kid.
Oh, hold it, calm down. Hey, look, I don't think you're supposed to be here.
Well, I'm the Steel Samurai's #1 fan, so it's totally fine that I'm here.
#1 fan? Yeah, okay.
Watch it, hippie chick.
I'm not a hippie, I'm a spirit medium.
Oh, sounds fake.
What?
Okay, go on. Maya. So, did you hang around the studio often?
Yeah, this place is sort of like my second home. But there's no way I'm telling you two losers what I saw.
So you did see something.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Look, if you don't tell us, the Steel Samurai could go to jail.
Don't patronize me, evildoer!
Maya, this...
I'm in trouble, Phoenix.
I'm never going to get used to that.
Oh, come on, Phoenix. Live a little.
Please, no dead people jokes. Maya Fey, Maya's older sister and my mentor in both law and life. Well, afterlife. After our last case, she was, permanently retired. And that's how I ended up with Wright and Co. law offices.
One of your trademark fourth wall exposition breaks, Phoenix?
Just getting the audience up to speed.
Well, let's pick up where we left off. Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Whoa! What happened to the hippie chick?
Well, didn't she tell you she was a spirit medium? My name's Mia. I'm an attorney.
I'm Cody. Cody Hackins.
And I'm Phoenix Wright.
Who?
Phoenix Wright.
Who asked?
Cody, he's an attorney too. He's a dork. He needs your help to fight for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
It's all yours, Phoenix.
But mine. So, you like the Steel Samurai?
Doesn't everybody?
Well, the show is aimed at grades.
Hey, you shouldn't judge a show by its cover. It's a very complex story full of conflicted characters, each embarking on their own hero's journey. Jeez, don't you read your Joseph Campbell? Anyway, what's your favorite part of the show?
It's, I'm actually just a big fan of Willpower's.
Oh, so you're like an OG. I just really like the action of bam, wham, and the Steel Samurai always wins. I even go to all the live shows. I have a picture of every finishing blow.
Ah, good glory. Oh. Did you take all of these yourself?
You bet. You can have the album if you want. I can make another one anytime.
Then I'm happy to accept.
So, you were here yesterday, right?
Yeah, I came to see the studio. It was really easy to get past that security lady.
Speak for yourself. Actually. Did you happen to see anything unusual?
I saw the Steel Samurai. He killed the bad guy with the samurai spear. One strike, just like always. It happened really fast, and I got scared, so I ran straight home.
Thank you, Cody. That's all we needed to hear.
And that's all we needed to hear. This boy's under police protection.
No way! I ain't going!
No buts about it. You're coming to the precinct. You're going down tomorrow, Phoenix Wright. Or should I say, Phoenix Stupid! Mr. Edgeworth is prosecuting over tomorrow's trial, and he's never lost to anyone. Except that one guy. But that was a long time ago, pal.
That was me. I beat him. Yesterday.
It's just a figure of speech, pal. You look different. Come on.
This violates most of my principles!
Jeez. First the thinker, and now this.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Thanks for the help, Chief. It's good to see you.
Court is now in session for the trial of the Steel Samurai. The defendant has been accused of using his samurai spear to fell the powerful evil magistrate. Just like in episode 35 when he used his infamous Zodiac corkscrew dash. I will now hear the defense and prosecution's opening statements, but first, Steel Samurai, do you have anything you wish to say for you? Sorry, I must be in the wrong court.
What? No! I'm Will Powers. I play the Steel Samurai.
Oh. I didn't expect the Steel Samurai to look so...
Normal.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, your opening statements, please.
First off, I'd like to state that my client is not the Steel Samurai in real life.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth.
We will end this trial today, Your Honor. The prosecution will call its first witness, but know this, he is of a tender age. I will tolerate no badgering of any kind from the defense.
What? Badger? I don't badger. Why do I badger?
Oh, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
We call Cody Hackins to the stand. Witness, state your name and occupation grade in school. Witness, state your name and grade in school.
Don't tell me what to do just because you're a grown-up! No, Cody Hackins! Second grade.
Right. Witness, Cody, you were at the scene of Global Studios when you were found at the scene of the murder incident. Tell the court what you saw that day.
Well, I hang out at the studio all the time, but I had never seen a real Steel Samurai rehearsal, so I snuck in to see one. I got a little lost, but when I finally found it, he was there.
Who was there?
He's right with the pale blue light. Trouble is nearby. Only one man fights for what is right, the Steel Samurai. And our heroes know it's time to go and face their destined fate. For who should show what a deadly blow, the evil magistrate. I saw it with my own two eyes and it was really great. With the samurai punch and the samurai slash, that battle I caused a deafening crash. He died just right. With the samurai dash, that's really paid for his sins. With the samurai slap, with the samurai chop, the samurai pain just never stopped. He came on top of the magistrate shot, because the samurai always wins. What I saw that day was a grim display, an evil man's demise. And I stood nearby when the samurai shot lasers from his eyes. And he flew up high, reaching to the sky, a bright metallic sheen. The hero chose to strike a pose, and then he flew the scene. It was just like in episode 217.
Objection! Cody, what sort of a murderer uses a samurai slap, or for that matter, shoots lasers from his eyes?
Objection! The witness merely has an active imagination.
Objection! You know as well as I do that the witness is being Fey. He still hasn't testified to seeing the finishing stab. And I think I know why. Cody, you have a camera of your own, don't you? And you had more than enough opportunity to capture that killing blow. Because you keep all pictures in an album titled Path to Glory, with a killing blow from every show to tell a hero story. But I tell you this, something is amiss, for there's no reason or rhyme. For what it's worth, no way on earth did Cody see this crime. Witness, testify, this is the last time.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
With the samurai kick and the samurai punch and the samurai trip and the samurai stab, the samurai did one of what like the cause. With the samurai chop and the samurai slap, the magistrate felt the sickening snap. He was about to take her snap, but the samurai's never lost. With the samurai dodge and the samurai block and the samurai ultra tough that locked the format.
I won't allow
The
it.
samurai said, "Witness not do drugs," so he wiped out wings and began to just like bugs. The defense was so intense. And he didn't know what to say because it was all guns from on top of guns away and a 50 tons with breath. And 1,000 songs and it could fire sharks. And a mile high volcano was erupting in the east, and the samurai plugged it with the 50-ton beast. Then he tried to start a children with the Pokemon beast and clean our national parks. With the samurai carrying the samurai guards on the magistrate triggered all fear and scarred the steel samurai. The samurai's beautiful now was done. The samurai battle almost done. He had his fun and finally won with the samurai only win.
Cody, I think I know why you missed the killing blow. The Steel Samurai didn't win.
What? But the samurai always wins. I literally just sang it.
Just completely, right? The Steel Samurai is still very much alive.
Cody's testimony may be what he wished he'd seen that day, but it's not the truth, is it? Cody, I'm right, aren't I?
I saw the Steel Samurai. He fought the bad guy, but then he fell down, and then
Right, this stunt of yours is totally inappropriate.
What's inappropriate is your inability to see what's right in front of you. The Steel Samurai was the victim in this case, and inside that suit was Jack Hammer.
But why in the world would the victim do that?
So it was a different guy inside the suit? Pops!
Me?
I may have saved the photo. Take that! Sorry.
Well, I don't know. It could still be anyone in that suit.
Nick, look. That's a contradiction, isn't it?
She's right, the studio sign, it says two.
Wait, no, how can that be?
What's going on?
The victim was found in Studio 1, right, Your Honor? But this photo proves that the real crime scene was Studio 2. We assume that everyone in Studio 2 was exempt from suspicion, but in fact, whoever murdered Hammer must have been at Studio 2 already.
This is absolute lunacy, right? Regardless of where the murder took place, you have yet to show us so much as a shred of evidence that Jack Hammer stole the Steel Samurai costume.
Of course I have evidence!
Yeah, of course we have evidence. Tell him, Nick. Oh my god, we have evidence, right?
Here. Take that! That's how you do it, kid. An empty bottle of sleeping pills found in the employee break room. Mr. Powers said he took a nap that afternoon, but he never once mentioned these pills to me. Someone must have slipped them into his lunch that day. That's right. He must have been drugged by Jack Hammer.
The court wishes to test this medicine bottle for fingerprints at once.
So, sir?
Proceedings will be suspended for today, and I expect the defense to have an explanation for this by tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
Working hard, detective?
Or hardly working.
Watch it, pal! I ought to have you arrested for assaulting an officer. And another thing, too. Mr. Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. Earlier, I saw him squeeze a cup of coffee earlier, and it was really hot coffee.
Oh, beware the wrath of Edgeworth.
If he's depressed, it's your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
You're right. I can blame others as much as I want, but I know the truth deep down in my heart.
Nick!
What did I do?
It's fine! It's fine! It's times like this that a guy's just gotta buckle down and get back on the case. Even if that producer lady won't talk to me, I can still be useful!
That's the spirit, detective. And sorry.
The producer, that's Miss Vasquez.
Yep, Dee Vasquez. She's supposed to be in this trailer here, but I was knocking for 10 minutes, and I thought I'd just look around for some clues. Anyway, I'm not sure I buy the case against Powers anymore.
So I take it the investigation isn't going well.
About as good as my salary. Half of us want to keep going, but half of us want to switch suspects. Oh, and before I forget, you got that bottle tested? It's definitely got Hammer's fingerprints on it. And we found traces of sleeping pills in the defendant's plate, too.
You know, you're being very generous with your information today, detective.
Well, I was just really impressed with how you did in court today. Anyone else in Powers would be finished.
Gee, I don't know what to say, detective.
Don't say anything. If Mr. Edgeworth found out about this, I might not even have a salary. For Mr. Edgeworth!
This is all getting very suspicious.
Nicholas!
Maya, don't get out.
It's
No.
Mr. Grossberg?
Garrett! Jump into Jehoshaphat, it's you! Wait, who are you?
recognize us? You were Maya Fey's boss.
Mia. Oh, you must be thinking of my cousin Marvin! Marvin Grossberg! I am Calvin Grossberg!
Wait, Calvin Grossberg? You created the Steel Samurai.
Wait, you're telling me that Grossberg's cousin invented the Steel Samurai? I'm gonna have to remember that for the future.
Did you say future?
Don't start singing!
Singing, please. No, I'm not one for musicals. I was just thinking about the future of global studios. WP behind bars, it's hard to see the Steel Samurai going on much longer.
What? But Mr. Powers is innocent. He'll be back in that sweaty costume before you know it.
We'll see. It's just hard to imagine the studio weathering another scandal like the one 5 years ago!
What happened here 5 years ago?
I've said too much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find the script for the latest episode of The Steel Samurai. If I don't find it, it'll be my future on the line. Like the scent of fresh peaches.
You know, that's not even the weirdest thing that's happened today.
We never made a connection. Okay, well, where do you think that missing script ran off to?
Who knows? It isn't like it grew legs and walked away.
There you are. Whippersnapper.
Try as hard as you want, evildoer, but you'll never defeat me! Oh!
Miss Oldbag, are you alright?
Sure. Kids just must be faster nowadays. Oh, everything moves too fast. So me.
Miss Old, something happened here 5 years ago at the studio, and no one seems to want to talk about it. Do you know anything?
There's no point in keeping it a secret now. But you must understand it wasn't his fault. I have been holding on to this for 5 years!
Is that man?
His name was Manuel. He and Hammer were rehearsing a scene. And Hammer plunged that fence, and with him fell his career.
Who's that lady?
Vasquez. That harpy kept him on a leash for the rest of his life, and with it, the price of keeping an affair secret in the outside world. After that, things were never the same.
Cheer up, Miss Oldbag. Sure, you can't change the past, but at least you can change the future.
Listen here, whippersnappers. Hammer died because he didn't know how to fight. But you do. I saw you in court fighting for powers. You promised me you won't stop fighting.
Miss Oldbag, I promise. Thank you. I think we have an appointment.
Yeah.
Miss Vasquez!
I hope you have my script, Rover.
For great justice!
Well, you're not who I was expecting.
I'm Phoenix Wright.
I know who you are. WP's lawyers. I have much patience for attorneys. Kindly take your leave. I have urgent matters to attend to.
I'm afraid I don't have your script, Miss Vasquez, but I do have something else. This is a photo of an incident that happened here 5 years ago. Something that you covered up and used to make Hammer into your puppet.
Blackmail is a serious accusation, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh, just admit it. Jackhammer was a legend, and you ruined his life all over one simple accident.
I did nothing of the sort. He dug his own grave.
But it was just an accident. I mean, you're the
Accident. Accident. Who told you it was an accident?
Well, Miss Oldbag said.
Careful believing what that old windbag tells you. She was Hammer's biggest fan. You should have seen her wrestle that photo out of the photographer's hand. But who do you think kept a lid on it after that? The secret of Global Studios is safe, thanks to me. Now hand that photo over.
No, this is vital evidence. We show this in court tomorrow, and you tell them together.
It's too bad you're gonna miss tomorrow's trial. It was shaping up to be a real showstopper.
But why? Hammer's gone now. This photo can't possibly mean anything to you.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Hold it right there! I heard everything. D. Vasquez, you're coming with me.
Lucky you. Seems like we'll decide this in court tomorrow then, Mr. Wright.
Your house all right?
Detective, thank you.
Thanks, detective.
No problem. Just doing my job. Sorry. 7 years on the force, and I always wanted to say that.
We return for part 2 of State versus the Steel Samurai. In yesterday's episode, we questioned the samurai's arch nemesis, the Garnet Grey Schooler. What does the Steel Samurai have in store for us today? Let's find out!
Phoenix Wright! After our last trial, I promised myself that I would never lose again. I intend to keep that promise.
Yeah, well, the Platinum Phoenix will prove himself the Steel Samurai's greatest ally to date.
Oh! The defense will prove that Mr. Will Powers is innocent.
Prosecution, you may call your witness.
But, Your Honor, mere words can hardly do her justice. I feel she should introduce herself.
My name is D. Vasquez. I am a producer from Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the second studio.
Yes, as everyone here knows, you will find that my alibi is entered. We were trapped at the studio, you see. Mr. Monkey had fallen, and he was not cleared until a half an hour after 3. Nobody left the studio, though we did take 1:15 midway. That was after bloody. We sat next to the bed, and Callan eyed ate a T-bone steak.
Objection!
Don't shout, it irritates me.
Right. Well, you say that you ate a T-bone steak. I say that you did not. The plates at Studio 2 were wiped clean. Doesn't that seem a bit odd? You'd think a T-bone steak would have left a bone there, but the plates at the studio were bare.
Very clever, Mr. Wright, but what does that mean? What are you insinuating?
Insinuating? Well, since we know you were not eating your lunch with Cal, I submit to the court that you, D. Vasquez, killed Jackhammer yourself.
Right, what kind of stuff do you think?
Silence! Let him claim what he wants, Mr. Wright. You say that I did it. Very well. Let us have a battle of this. First, please consider the family of what the arch weapon has received. How could I, a woman of so stature, use such a thing?
I think you could.
I am speaking. The victim was stabbed through the front of his costume. Am I not right? That means he's uncommon, the Steel Samurai. How on earth could I win
Just that morning in rehearsal, the spear had broken clean in two. There was no time for a professional repair. The costume, they could not have pierced through.
This is ridiculous! I demand to see proof of an alternative!
Silence, testimony will be heard. Mr. Wright, what you say is true. Then what, pray tell, what weapon do you think that I can do?
Well, take a look at this photo. The weapon is right here.
Fence post? Why, there's a man impaled there!
5 years ago there was an accident here at the studio. Not a word of it was to be leaked to the outside. What happened here 5 years ago has happened here again.
How interesting, if this is true, then tell me how I could have moved body back to Studio 1, all the way from Studio 2. I only had 15 minutes to change him and then move. How could I have done this right?
It's simple. And what I say is true. There was no time for you to carry the body. Please recall your own testimony. The studio van was parked off to the side. All you had to do was put the body in and drive.
You're more clever than I thought, Mr. Wright. All right. You win. It was fun.
I win. Well, how about that?
How about what?
You killed him. You just said it.
Who's to say? Either way. It's only a possibility. But where's your proof?
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any thoughts on the matter?
Oh, yes, indeed. Verily, ergo, it certainly seems possible that she did it.
I came as a witness, not a target. So if you've nothing further, boys, I'll be going.
Objection!
Yes?
I was hoping to come up with something while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Well, if there's nothing further...
Objection! I thought of something! I would like to request that the witness testify again.
I arrived, Cal and Oldbag already there. I called the police, but asked to be left out. I then went back to my office for my script and notes, then went back home.
Hold it! Why did you go back for your script and notes? Didn't you bring them with you to rehearsal?
Oh, I just assumed it'd be cancelled. There'd just been a murder, after all.
Oh, that makes sense.
Objection!
Please continue.
Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's last statement. Ms. Vasquez testified that she didn't bring her script to rehearsal because there had just been a murder. But how did she know there had been a murder?
Miss Edgeworth, that is a very reasonable observation. But I'm confused. You're a prosecutor!
I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. But I stand by my statement.
The defense and prosecution in cahoots. No wonder our justice system is in the gutter. Doesn't matter. I knew Hammer had injured his leg and couldn't rehearse anyway.
Objection! Excuse me, Miss Vasquez, whose leg was hurt?
Hammer's. Didn't you see that? It's right there in the photo. What?
That's funny. I could have sworn that it was Mr. Powers who injured his leg that day. Now, Miss Vasquez, why would you think Mr. Hammer's leg was injured?
Calvin told me.
Mr. Grossberg and Miss Oldbag both went on record stating that it was Mr. Powers who had injured his ankle. Now, why would he tell you the wrong person? It's simple. He didn't. You saw Mr. Hammer limping.
That's right, Hammer had stolen the steel samurai costume from Powers after drugging him, and Cody's photograph places him at Studio 2.
Witness, you have a rebuttal.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Why? Why would I kill Hammer, whom I had under my little thumb?
Take that! This is a photo of an accident that Hammer was involved in 5 years ago. Something that was covered up, and that Miss Vasquez used to keep him as a puppet.
No, that doesn't make sense. That makes it sound like Mr. Hammer had a motive for killing Miss Vasquez.
Well, think about it. Why would Mr. Hammer go through all of this trouble just to get himself murdered? It doesn't make any sense until you realize he was the one out for blood. He wanted to kill Dee Vasquez. He confronted her. They struggled. And then, when it all came to it...
Someone call an ambulance! Get help! Manuel!
Vasquez, please, try to remain calm.
It's too late.
You did this! You!
No, it was an accident, I swear.
Manuel! Please don't die. Please don't die.
This is it, Vasquez. I've had enough.
What do you mean, Hammer?
Enough of this two-bit part in this third-rate show. Enough of that power spoon. Enough of you.
What? No! No!
That's what happened. Isn't it?
Yes. I did it. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth. You two make quite the team.
Indeed. Mr. Wright, it appears you brought about another miracle.
Oh, I don't think so, Your Honor. Will Powers was simply innocent. There's no miracle in that.
Yes. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty.
Excuse me, Mr. Powers, I just want to congratulate you personally. I'm a big fan of your work.
Liar.
And you, Wright. I have to say I hadn't expected to see you again after all these years. But now, thanks to you, I am burdened with unnecessary feelings.
You and me, together, saved Mr. Powers. Thanks to you, we saw that justice was done. When you caught my pursuit, we uncovered the truth. Maybe a new kind of court has begun. Edgeworth, it's not about winning or losing. The prosecution, the defense. We have to work as a team. Like the Signal Samurai. Remember? Yeah.
I mean, you actually held on to this thing all this time.
I bet that would get you like $38 on eBay. I'm sorry.
Well, Edgeworth, what do you say?
Phoenix Wright? Don't ever show your face to me again. That's all I came here to say.
Mr. Wright, was that guy a friend of yours?
Yeah. Something like that.
You know, there's just one thing that doesn't make sense. Why would Mr. Hammer go through all the trouble of dressing up like the Signal Samurai?
Besides to frame Mr. Powers.
You really think Jack would do that?
Oh, I think what Nick meant was, he was just jealous of you. You were the hero and he was stuck slumming it as the crusty old 8-bit villain.
Well, when you put it that way, I wish he'd said something. I would have gladly traded places with him.
No, I don't think that would have changed anything. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here?
There wasn't much to do at the guard station.
I've had to babysit this hooligan.
Where'd we go?
I just wanted to say, congratulations, Mr. Powers. Maybe I was wrong about you after all. Looking forward to working with you at the studio again.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Oldbag, but
Miss.
I don't think I can play the Steel Samurai anymore. I never wanted the kids to see my face. I didn't want to ruin the illusion. Now they all probably think of me as a killer.
What? What if you don't play the Steel Samurai? will.
They'll find someone else. I'm sure they will.
Are you Will Powers?
Yes, I am.
You are so cool! Oh my gosh, I loved your monologue in episode 310. And when you went up against evil Tim, you really stuck it to him. Bam! Wham! Will you sign this for me?
Please.
Sure, kid. Anything for a fan.
See, Mr. Powers, the kids love you as the Steel Samurai. You can't quit now.
Oh, you too, Pops.
Me?
Will you sign my book? Someone once told me that lawyers are people who fight for justice. And you saved the Steel Samurai, so you must be a hero too.
I'm no hero, kid. I'm just an attorney.
Nice attorney.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright, ace attorney. I like the sound of that. Maya, what's happening?
Oh, come on, Nick. You know we can't end the show without one last song.
Maya.
And the moon is bright with a pale blue light and trouble is nearby. Only one man fights for what is right, his name is Phoenix Wright.
An attorney who's not about to lose when there's justice on the line.
And when we start with a bit of luck, he'll still turn out just fine.
It makes it all look easy and it always blows my mind.
Mr. Wright, you saved me when the legal system defamed me. How can I ever repay you? Battle and great reviews I know. Maybe in the movie I could play you.
And the witness knows that he has object, they're about to be a new suspect. His talent he's got too perfect, but he's known the outset is. With a hold it here and take that there, he stood up straight despite the air and defied Mr. Edgeworth's icy glare. Cause Phoenix always wins.
Just say a few words, I'd be a much better public speaker! We want to thank you all for coming out tonight. You're a wonderful crowd. We had some guests tonight. If everyone who was involved in the Turnabout Musical official Discord, if you feel comfortable rising, we would love that. This includes people who helped make the show what it is, who helped cheer us on throughout the whole process, and we really appreciate them coming all across the country to come see us and share in this theater, so this is for you. Thank you all! Remember to vote in November!
Yeah, Christian!
Take that. This is that photo from 5 years ago. This is that photo.